Hey guys, 6 on 6 TV here with another road game recap. Massive win on the road. Raptors go 3-1 on this Western road trip. A couple of housekeeping items first. You'll notice we don't have a guest here. It's late. We're looking for those hardcore Raptors fans. Where are you? If you want to come on the show, speak your mind, and really get your voice heard, let us know. Just drop a message on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and we will get you on the show so you can be heard. Couple of other items. We got some feedback about these road game recaps. You want to see more Raptors content, so we're going to do that up front. We're going to do at least 3 of the 4 topics right on the game, and covering the Raptors, and leave a couple, maybe going around the league or going around Toronto sports. And one last thing, one of the things we'd like to do here is help out any of the Raptors coverage family, any of the fan groups that are out there. Want to highlight one of them. Raptors fantv. They do in-game, post-game clips. Definitely check them out on Instagram. That's Raptors fantv. All right. Okay. So we're gonna go right into the first topic, which is the game. Kevin, read that down for me, man. What happened? That was beautiful.
Beautiful game. If you told me that we were going to be 3-1 on
Who
this
told you that?
road
No one
trip
told you that.
after
No one told you
all
that.
these injuries, really unbelievable the way they showed up tonight. So many guys stepped up tonight. Even my man Gasol finally stepped up.
Sorry, say it again. What did you say?
You heard me, man. I'm saying it. Gasol finally stepped up. A lot of big plays late in the game from a defensive standpoint from him, which I like. I feel like he could have finished a little bit better at the rim. Didn't do much from. I don't think he scored anything in the paint, but he hit a couple big threes as well. But again, like the guys that came off the bench, huge nights for some of those guys. Spicy P, huge night. Freddie Van Vliet, Steady Freddie, again, big night. So overall, super impressed, man. I feel like we have that championship mentality and we're not going to get pushed around. I feel like these guys got something to prove.
Yeah, if Gasol can, get his scoring together and really be a low post option for us. He's already stretching the floor with his range. So I mean, if he can be that guy who can just throw the ball down to, if Siakam's off his game or any of the other guys are off their game, it'll just be massive. Okay, Steady Freddie, our next topic. Like, what more do we have to say about this guy? It's unbelievable. When I first saw him, even last year, I put him in the same mold as a JJ Barea, small guy coming off the bench, has a winner like bulldog mentality, but he's not in the JJ Barea mold anymore. He is very deserving of his starting lineup spot in the starting lineup. Tell me more about this guy. What else can we say?
You know what we have to say? We have to say re-sign this guy. Like, you need to make sure he stays, pay this man his money, and let's keep him here because this is going to be the future. He's got to be the future. I think it's safe to say Lowry's not going to be here after next year, and this guy's going to take that spot. And I gladly let's give him the keys here. He's a good face for the franchise, that pitbull mentality, and we got to keep him. Got to resign this guy.
Yeah, big problem for Masai actually. Now he has to pay Freddie. If he's gonna play like this, he's got to pay Freddie and put him into the equation in 2021. All right, let's talk about the noobs. So when this list was developed, when we got all these players in the summer, Stanley Johnson, Matt Thomas, Hollis Jefferson, Terrence Davis. The big thing that spoke out from all of them was defense, and that's probably what Nurse and Bobby were going after. Who out of those has impressed you the most? Maybe not made the biggest impact, but it has impressed you and surprised you.
I mean, like, I think my answer at the outset before the season started would have been Terrence Davis. Tonight, from what I saw from Jefferson, like the hustle plays, he led in boards tonight. I got to go with Terrence Davis. As far as potential, I'm going with Terrence Davis.
Okay, into the next one. So this is a segment called Real News or Fake News. Andrew Wiggins, coming up with some massive games. Last 5 games, he's hit 40 a couple times, I think. Is this real news or fake news? Is this who he's always supposed to have been? Is it finally coming to fruition?
Fake news, 100%. This is, you know what? People have good weeks. That's why they have the player of the week. but he might get that, and then he's not going to get anything else. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, look at his past career. I love the guy. He's Canadian. He's Canadian, but this is fake news for me. I don't think this continues, and I'm like a track record guy, and he doesn't have a track record.
It's interesting. I heard Paul Pierce actually say that he's finally coming to his own, and Paul Pierce said it's wrong. So I'm also going to go with fake news. So onto the Knicks. I want you to rate the state of the Knicks franchise right now on the scale: trash, garbage, and putrid. Okay, trash being the easiest out of the three, and putrid being absolute stink.
Let's just go with the latter and just call it the absolute stink. Here's the thing with the Knicks. I can't remember anything about the Knicks except Charles Spewell and Child and back in the day. Like, what has this team done in recent memory? Absolutely nothing. They're not even on the map for me. I don't know what they do, man. I just know when they come to town, it's a guaranteed win.
I can't even explain that press conference. Like, if you wanna come out and talk about how you haven't met expectations, talk about the last 20 years instead of talking about 10 games of a season where you knew you were not going to be good. You knew you missed out on free agents. That was completely pointless. So they're a bunch of clowns. Okay, best in the West. You saw both teams. You saw the Lakers. You saw the Clippers. The only person missing in those two teams is Paul George. Who's going to come out? Who's the better team from what you saw?
I don't want to base it off of what I saw. I'm thinking in future what's going to happen. And for me, it's the Clippers. They got too many pieces, and playoff basketball is different. And when it comes to playoff basketball, these guys are going to shut things down. It's going to be a 7-man rotation, and they have a dangerous 7-man rotation. So I feel like they're going to be the ones in the West. And I'm hoping we make it out of the East. But for the West, for me, it's the Clippers.
I don't know, man. I judge everything by who gives me like the greatest hard palpitations when they're playing the Raps, and the Lakers were much scarier. I thought more scoring options. Some of these guys in the Clippers bench, they're completely unproven. If they were on the Raps, we would talk about how come playoff time, they really have zero experience. And you compare that to some of the Lakers guys in the rotation. Right now I see them coming on top, but anyway, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. We got to see too. One of those teams are getting some injuries. We don't know who. It could happen late in the season, so things can change. But you could go either way. A little bit of a coin flip, I'd say, between those two teams.
Okay, let's finish up on. I always ask this question, but I'm not gonna get sick of asking it. Somehow these clowns in the U.S. put the Blazers as 3-point favorites. So some good money to be made for Raps fans on this road trip. When are they going to realize that this team was not just Kawhi? There was multiple weapons that are still there that have got the championship residue and are going to continue on this path. When?
I don't know when, but we can make another statement on Saturday when we beat Dallas. And I think that's going to do something to the power rankings when they release those. I mean, you can't go 4-1 on this road trip with a lot of your top guys missing and not address it in a positive way. So if that happens and they don't call us out as something to be talked about, then we got a problem. We'll let it be known on this show. That.
All right. Listen, shout out to those Irish boys who we interviewed last week outside the Scotiabank.
Yeah.
They said 4-1. I thought they were crazy. Might actually happen.
Yeah. I remember I actually interviewed them, and I remember my exact words were never going to happen. So I apologize to you guys. And yeah, good on you guys, man. Hopefully you guys are right. I don't want to say you're right yet. Hopefully you guys are right. We'll see Saturday.
All right. We made it through. 6-6. We're done. Good night. God bless.